Hello DP11s. First I want to welcome you to come to my math class. Our DP11 math will start from the quadratics. In this unit, we will focus on quadratic equations and the quadratic functions. First, we need to look at how to solve quadratic equations in the first lesson, 1a. There are three different methods to solve a quadratic equation. The first method is called factoring. The second method is called solving a quadratic equation by completing the square. The last method is to solve a quadratic equation by quadratic formula. Let's look at the first method. How can we apply factoring method to solve a quadratic equation? We need to factorize the quadratic and use the now factor law. What is the now factor law? If a times b equals 0, then a is 0 or b is 0. Try to think about this law using the numbers you understood. If you multiply two numbers to get a 0, one of these two numbers must be 0. This is the foundation for us to solve a quadratic equation by factoring. Right now, let's look at the steps of solving factorization. Step 1. Rearrange the equation to ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And this form is also called the standard form, which means I need to move all the terms to one side of an equation and leave another side to be 0. Step 2. Fully factorize ax squared plus bx plus c on the left side. Step 3. After you factor ax squared plus bx plus c into the product of two binomials, we can let each binomial be 0. Then we can solve the resulting linear equations. So right now, let's look at some examples. The first example is solve for x in both of these two equations. Let's look at the steps again. Step 1. We need to rearrange the equation to ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And this equation doesn't look like the form in step 1. Therefore, we need to move all the terms to one side and leave another side to be 0. So we keep 3x squared on the left side. We move 5x. Don't forget to change the sign when you move 5x to the left side. Therefore, we can get 3x squared minus 5x equals 0. Look at step 2. We need to factor ax squared plus bx plus c. Here in this case, the c value is 0. We need to factor 3x squared minus 5x. How can we factor this binomial? We learned the skill in Math 10. We can factor this binomial by taking out the greatest common factor. What is the greatest common factor for these two binomials? It's x. So we put x outside the pair of the brackets. Then we put the remaining stuff from each term in the pair of brackets. So 3x squared, if you take out x, we still have 3x left. Minus 5x, take out x. So we do 5x divided by x, we can have 5 left. So equals 0. Right now, let's apply step 3. Use the now factor law. Take this one as a. Take the pair of brackets as b. A times b equals 0. A is 0 or b is 0. So here, your a is x. So x is 0 and your b is 3x minus 5 is 0. Step 4. Solve the resulting linear equations. The first one, x equals 0, has been done already. And the second one, how can we solve this linear equation? We use inverse operation of the bad mass when we solve an equation. We move negative 5 to the right side. It'll become positive 5. Then divide both sides by 3. Therefore, x equals 5 over 3.